Welcome back. This is Chanaka. So as per last video, in that last video I covered the first statement, that is generating a square wave for 5 millisecond pulse width. So once you calculate the initial count for that 5 millisecond pulse width, you are going to get EE00. 00 is loaded in TL and EE is loaded in TH. So you got the waveform, and already I showed in Keil software how to measure 5 millisecond for pulse width. So we'll go for second statement, that is generating a square wave for 2 kilohertz frequency. So here timer frequency is given 2 kilohertz frequency, and whatever the square wave you are going to get, that you have to display in P1.5. Okay. So now frequency is given. Whenever the frequency is given in the question itself, so whatever the time you are going to get, that will be the time for entire period. So don't use that entire period to calculate the initial count. So first you divide it by that entire period. So whatever the time you are going to get for half pulse, using that you have to calculate the initial count. So 2 kilohertz, when you do 1 divided by 2 kilohertz, that is T, you are going to get 500 microsecond for this entire period. Then divide by 2, you are going to get 250 microsecond. So this is for half pulse width. So then 250 microsecond divided by 1.085 microsecond, that is the time period of the crystal frequency. You are going to get 230 in decimal. Then subtract 230 with 65536, you are going to get 65306. So when you convert it to hex, you are going to get FF1A. Okay, so I took same program here. This is a Keil software. I took same program, only I changed the initial count. Previous initial count was in TH is EE and TL is 00, that is for 5 millisecond pulse width. So now this is for 2 kilohertz, that I am going to display in P1.5 as per statement given. So I loaded FF in TH and I loaded 1A in TL. Now let me start for execution. So first I will save this program, rebuild this program. 0 error, start the debug session. Okay. So already I opened the timer bar counter window, then port 1 window. So how to open? Go to peripherals. There you type, there you select the timer 0. So you are going to get this window. There you select port 1. There you are going to get this window. Simultaneously I opened the waveform window where I saved the port as P1.5. Okay. So directly I go for debug session, debug run. So once I say debug run, I am getting this waveform. So here I can show you, I will stop this waveform. So simultaneously you can see the count is happening and the toggling is happening in the port P1.5. Next I will show for 2 kilohertz whether you are getting 250 microsecond for half and 500 microsecond for full period. So this is a 0, so 0 second. So now I will point here. Okay. So once I make this as a initial count, so here you can see this is a waveform you got for 2 kilohertz. So this is a 0 second. Below you can see D is equal to 0 second. So for half pulse it is 0.248 millisecond. Okay. So when you convert it to microsecond, it is 250 microsecond, approximately 248 microsecond, approximately 250 microsecond. So for entire period you can see it is 0.488 millisecond. So in delta you can see 0.488 millisecond. When you convert to microsecond, it's approximately 488 microsecond, approximately 500 microsecond. So like this you have to get the waveform for any initial count. So let us take next one, that is for 50 kilohertz. So for I will keep the same program as it is, only I will change the initial count. So for 50 kilohertz you have to first divide by 1 by 50 kilohertz. Then you are going to get 20 millisecond for entire period. Then don't take that 20 millisecond to calculate the initial count. First you make divided by 2. So you are going to get 10 millisecond. That is for half pulse period. So take that 10 millisecond divided by 1.085 microsecond. So this is a time period for crystal frequency. then you are going to get 9216 decimal value. Subtract that 9216 with 65536, you are going to get 56320. Convert it to x, the initial count you are going to get is DC00. So load 00 in TL, DC in TH. So the question statement, that is third one, is you have to generate a square wave for frequency 50 kilohertz on P2.3. Okay. So now I will change the port. Even you can display in any ports. As per question, it is P2.3. So I will display in P2.3. Then I will initialize the initial count for 50 kilohertz, that is DC00. So higher byte DC I am going to store in TH and 00 in TL. Then I will save the program, execute, rebuild. Okay. So here I am going to use same timer bar counter window, but the port window will change because it is P1. So now I am using P2. So I will close this window. Again I will go for peripherals, IO ports, then select port 2. Okay. So in that I am going to monitor the third bit for toggling purpose. Okay. So initially all bits of the ports will be high. So once I execute CPL P2.3, you can see the toggling in third bit of the port 2. Same thing, the waveform port is selected as P1. Now I will delete that, then I will select P2. So how to delete and select another port? Go to setup here. In logic analyzer there is a setup. Select that setup. So already P1 is selected. To delete, press this cross mark. Then again you want to insert a new one. Go for new insert option. Click here. Then type the port 2. Then enter. Then again you select that one. Then close. Okay. Then go for debug run. So you are going to get the waveform. So this is a waveform you are going to get. So this is a 0 second. So half pulse, how much you have to get? It is 9.3 millisecond. So approximately it is 10 millisecond. So when you do calculation, you got for half pulse, that is 10 millisecond. So you can see a 9.3 millisecond. You can consider approximately 10 millisecond. Then for entire period, you have to get 20 millisecond as per calculation. So now you are getting 18.5 millisecond. Okay. So like this, you have to see the result in waveform window in Keil software. So you can take any frequency, any millisecond. First, you have to convert it to initial count. That initial count you have to load in TH and TL. Then according to ports. So here you can see in third bit of port, you can see the toggling because it is executing CPL. Once it executes CPL P2.3, you can see the toggling in the port. And meanwhile, you can see the counting is happening in the counter bar, timer bar counter window. Okay. So like this, you have to get the output in Keil software. Thank you.